Have you ever seen a morning this perfect in St. Augustine?
Cruisers in the St. Augustine area,
is
please
total
stand
glass,
by
and the
for
cruiser's net is
St.
just
Augustine
starting out.
Cruisers
I
Network.
love the silence at the docks before the rest of the city wakes up.
Thank those of you that checked in this morning with our Ancient City roll call and also listened in and participated with our open forum. Remember to check out that St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. It has lots of information about all of these topics that we talked about in this forum. You can gain vital information from while you're cruising through the St. Augustine area. And remember this, these Anchor Eats records all of these broadcasts and they post it on the Anchor Eats YouTube channel. So if you've missed any one of the broadcasts or you'd like to catch up with any of our older broadcasts, on Tuesdays I do like to talk more about the services available. On Tuesday's show we talk a little more about some of the services that are available here in the city of St. Augustine, from divers to marine supply stores to boat detailers. You can find all that information by checking out that Anchor Eats YouTube channel. All right, I'd like to thank Anchor Eats for sponsoring this morning's open roll call and forum. And we're going to take a quick break, clear the channel. We're going to come back. We're going to have some local event information as well as our Ancient City trivia question for today. And this is a special trivia question. It's our Mother's Day trivia question. So stand by. We'll be right back after we clear the channel. So I'm bringing you totally in.
Getting like timed out, I have to turn it back on again.
It's okay. When you have difficulties like that, we'll just post more on the page. It's okay. Get fired up. You're about to be on. Welcome back, boaters and cruisers in the St. Augustine area. My name is Brian, and I'm with Kelly this morning, broadcasting live from the motor vessel Ovation at Comanche Cove Marina. Right now is a portion of this morning's broadcast where we'd like to talk about some of the local events going on in and around the city of St. Augustine. It's a busy city. We can talk about stuff all day long, but Kelly does lots of research to break down some of the neat things to talk about and some of the neat things going on in and around the city. So without further ado, here's Kelly with some local events going on in and around the St. Augustine area.
Good morning, everybody. So this is ironic, if anyone knows me. Captain Brian said, don't talk very long this morning for the events page. That's really actually funny. So let me try to do this in 10 minutes or less. We look on visitstaugustine.com and various Facebook pages that I follow to get some of the events. If there are any events that I didn't mention that you've been to or you really, really think are fun, please feel free to join in when there's a silence anywhere, which is sometimes hard to do with Captain Brian, but feel free and just let us know some of the events we have not mentioned. So first thing is events, festivities or festivals and music venues. There is the St. Augustine History Fest 2026 and there's Romanza Festival. It includes storytelling and various events. There's the St. Augustine Food and Wine Festival for 2026 and the Drake's Raid reenactment. Now, if you want to know more about any of the events I just mentioned, again, visit staugustine.com. We'll have the times, the days, if you have to buy tickets, and so forth. Then we also have the farmers market. So we like to go to the Saturday farmers market. However, we have the Flagler College graduation this weekend, so the farmers market will be closed due to the all the young adults graduating, master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and all the doctors out there. Thank you very much for all the hard work that you've done at school. The farmers market on Sunday, however, I believe will still be open. It's at the Classic Car Museum. You cannot walk there unless you're a marathon runner. It's 10 to 2 p.m., free parking. There's over 100 vendors. There's produce trucks. There's our very own Dogtown Dogs. That's where the hot dogs come from the Sandbar Patrol for Anchor Eats. And there's also great events. Sign up for the raffle and you do actually win something.
That's right.
You might see the big orange cowboy hat running around every once in a while there. It is on Facebook now, so watch out for that. There is also the North City Farmers Market. It's new. It is on Sunday behind Schooners, near the city gates, Brian has written down. It is 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It is pretty great. We have been there. There's live music and lots of food and lots of other vendors besides food.
Yeah, it's cool.
You can
It's
buy
really
lots of
cool.
things, candles, jewelry, free parking, and it's good. You should check that out.
And it's by Schooner, which is incredible.
Yes, it's by Schooners. Then there's the St. Augustine Amphitheater. That is also where the Saturday's Farmers Market's at. You can walk to it if you cross the Lions Bridge. You can ride bikes, scooters, or go in a car and Uber. You can look up the amp.com for more info about some of the people and events there. There's also festivals. So George Thorogood is tonight.
Bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone. I wonder if we can hear him from our house. There is Iration and Sojo. It's a reggae band. Is playing this month or next month.
This one.
Willie Nelson, Black Crows, and Vince Gill are also playing. If you want more information on tickets or the nights they're playing and the times, it's theamp.com. Then we have the St. Augustine Cruisers Network event. It's at the Gruber Shack.
No, we already did that one. We got the one coming
sorry,
out.
we already had that one.
Yep.
I'm reading from
Yep.
this. May 14th is the next event. It's at 6 p.m. It's the Cruisers Night Out at the Blue Parrot. So if you go in the Blue Parrot and go all the way to the back, it's a fairly short walk from the fort, and we will be there. Thank you, Sarah whipped that up in about 10 minutes or less the other night. So thank you, Sarah. We hope to see you all there. And let me go real fast through some other things. St. Augustine Beach is starting the Music by the Sea series. It's a free beach concert. They are every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. It starts May 20th. I'll review that again. There's food trucks there as well. And there's no concerts in July. And to get more information on that, you can Google Totally St. Augustine. That's what I did to find that. Now, some events that are happening today as part of the St. Augustine History Festival. There are free ferry tours to Fort Matanzas every hour from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. You have to get a boarding pass from the Visitor Center. You can call 904-829-6506 for more details on that. There's also free admission to the Governor's House Cultural Center. Brian's always wanted to go there. It is from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There is the First Congregation Sons of Israel. It is apparently the oldest city synagogue. There are church tours from 10:30 to 3 p.m. today. The St. Benedict the More Catholic Church, there is a tour from 11:30 to 12:45 today. For more details on those, and there's lots of other events, I did share their page on the cruusersnet, I believe the Anchor Eats page. But you can look up www.staugaustinehistoryfestival.com/events for more info on that. Now let me find the trivia question for today. So we have a good prize for Mother's Day. We may not be here, so we hope somebody wins the prize so they can take advantage of this really cool Mother's Day prize. So there is a hidden gem. Nope, that's not right. Where's that? Trying to find the trivia question. Here it is. Sorry. Okay. The ancient city Mother's Day trivia question. St. Augustine has a connection to Mother's Day. Don't know if you knew that. The question is, what is the monument, the named location, and what year was it erected? So what is the monument's historical significance to Mother's Day? I'll say it again. This is the ancient city Mother's Day trivia question. We'll have it online this afternoon. A winner will be announced on the Saturday show. St. Augustine has a connection to Mother's Day. What is the monument, named location, and the year it was erected? So the question is, what is the monument's historical significance to Mother's Day? The prize is a 1:00 p.m. reservation on Mother's Day for an outdoor tiki table at the Conkhouse restaurant. The limit is 8 persons. If you want to hear it again, I'm sure Brian will say the trivia question again. We will also post the trivia question on the cruusersnet Facebook page.
Is it?
Yep, that's it for me.
All right. Nice to do.
There you go.
Nicely done, Kelly. Thank you very much. A couple of those websites to remind you about. Visit staugustine.com. Very useful website. Gives you all kinds of information about events going on around the city. Theamp.com gives you information about some of the shows that are coming to the amphitheater. It's a great outdoor venue. Check that out. And also remember that St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. We have an events section. You scroll over to events, click on it. You'll see our Cruisers Nights Out. Last week we had a great event at the Grouper Shack. Lots of our folks showed up. It was a great event. Boaters beating boaters. We have another one coming up this week at the Blue Parrot, so check that out. We'd love to see you there. And just to tell you a little bit more about that prize for Mother's Day, St. Augustine is very busy on any given Sunday. But on Mother's Day Sunday, it is very busy. So to be able to get a reservation at a restaurant that's as popular as the Conkhouse Marina for brunch on Mother's Day is absolutely unheard of, and we've been able to get that with the Cruisers Network here. Special thanks to the Conkhouse Marina restaurant. So I encourage you to check that out. Let us know what monument is located. It's a big, important monument here in St. Augustine. Let us know what that monument is, when it was made, and the significance of that monument to Mother's Day, and you'll win that 1:00 reservation at the Conkhouse Marina. Good luck. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have some local marine information. Please stand by. Good job.
Did a full film of everything while you were doing that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was taking pictures of you chatting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
get you back.
Welcome back, boaters and cruisers in the St. Augustine area. My name is Brian Bliss, broadcasting with Kelly this morning from the motor vessel Ovation at the Comanche Cove Marina. Special thanks to Admiral Yacht Sales this morning. Right now, I'd like to share a little marine information about the local area. Everybody knows about St. Augustine's Fort and the downtown area, but there's lots of other places to explore here in St. Augustine. I'm going to tell you about some ways to provision your boat outside of Anchor Eats, but there's just a lot of information that we can share with you, so I'm going to share that with you right now. You might have a pen, piece of paper handy. Maybe some useful information you may pick up here. We just talked about our inlet, and we talked about that earlier. How it's very convenient. It's very popular. It's a very popular, convenient inlet because of the proximity to the city. But it also creates strong currents, so use caution when boating around the city. But if you are using that inlet, if you're transiting the inlet, whether inbound or outbound, I want to recommend that you stay inside the channel markers until you get to the sea buoy if you're outbound, before you make your northern or southern turn. We do get significant sandbars and shoaling both north and south of the St. Augustine Inlet. So make sure you use caution. Don't cut the corners out there unless you have some local knowledge. If you're inbound, same thing applies. Come to the sea buoy before you make your western approach. Please remember, that inlet will look different on the ebb tide as it will on the flood. And we do get the sandbars both north and south, so don't cut the corners. And just be aware of the strong currents in and around the St. Augustine area. The closer you are to the inlet, the stronger the current is. Now when you're coming in that inlet, there's nothing like it. It's just a beautiful entrance to a wonderful city. You got the lighthouse there to port. You got the big cross blessing the bay up ahead of you. You got the fort guarding the bay. And when you're coming in, there's you'll see that white sandbar and that white sandy beach off your starboard side there in the inlet. That area is called Volano Beach. That is the area north of the inlet there. You'll see the white sandy beach out there when you're coming in the inlet. That's called Porpoise Point. You will see boats anchored just south of that fixed bridge there. That fixed bridge is the Volano Bridge. That's a very popular bridge to walk. Get some of those steps in after being cooped up on the boat for the days that you've been down south. We do get very strong currents in and around the Volano Beach area, so use caution there. But I want to tell you, Volano Beach is a very nice thing they have there. They have a dinghy dock or a daily dock that you can use. It's a city dock, and it comes off of that Volano Beach fishing pier that's over there just on the eastern side of that fixed bridge. You can utilize that daily dock to explore Volano Beach. And Volano Beach has a lot of shops, restaurants, and stores. Most importantly, they have a public supermarket there. This is a full-blown grocery store. You can go there and get all your provisions. It's a very convenient way to provision your boat, and you can utilize that dinghy dock that comes off the Volano Beach fishing pier there. There's also a great marine center that's in Volano Beach that has good parts and basic marine needs. And lots of stores, shops, and restaurants in that Volano Beach area. You can do some exploring by utilizing that dinghy dock. It's a large dock that comes off the Volano Beach fishing pier. Be advised that Volano Beach fishing pier, that dinghy dock that comes off of there, they do use that to load shuttles and water taxis here in the St. Augustine area. So there are some painted areas. Please do not park in those yellow painted areas. There's plenty of other areas for you to dock. Just be advised that there is no wake restriction zone there, so you're at the full fury of all the wakes, the boat traffic, and the current when you're there. I highly recommend a proper tie for your dinghy. Now, just on the western side of that fixed bridge, where it meets land, on the northern side of that bridge, you'll see some masts. You'll see a marina over there. This is the first of our big 3 marinas here in St. Augustine. This is where we're broadcasting from today. It's Comanche Cove Marina. Comanche Cove Marina is a full-service marina offering transient dockage, fuel sales, diesel sales, as well as pump-out services. The nice thing about Comanche Cove is when you make your entrance into the harbor there, they have a breakwater that is at the outside of their marina. So when you go through that breakwater, you have very little current inside the basin of Comanche Cove. Just be advised that as you make that approach to that breakwater, you will have current on your beam. So use caution as making your approach there. Now, before you come into to Comanche Cove Marina, I would give them a call on their working channel. Their working channel direct contact is channel 68 for the Comanche Cove Marina. They are currently dredging their channel in harbor, so I would call them before entering the breakwater so they can notify the dredge, and the dredge can get out of your way. You can make a nice, safe passage into the harbor. Well, that's the Comanche Cove Marina. The folks over there that work over there are very knowledgeable, very helpful. You can call them on channel 68 for any of the services that they have in the Comanche Cove Marina. They do have shops, stores, restaurants, and a full-service boatyard on their property. By utilizing the dinghy dock in Milano, as well as the Comanche Cove Marina, gives you great access to the stores and shops and attractions north of the city. These include the Fountain of Youth and the old jail, and there's a CVS and Walgreens up here. That is the area north of the inlet, the Volano Beach area. The area south of the inlet, when you come into the inlet, when you're inbound in the inlet, when you pass the jetties, you look to your port side, you'll see a set of channel markers there. This is the entrance to Salt Run. This is a body of water that doesn't reconnect with the intercoastal. It's kind of a dead-end lagoon back there. When you go back in there, you do have to come right back out that way when you're done. But there is a mooring field that's back there, a city mooring field. The Salt Run mooring field is at the very back of Salt Run. Salt Run, the body of water there is between the Anastasia Island State Park and the Davis Shores area there on Anastasia Island. And this is going to be just south or west over the Bridge of Lions if you're walking. If you're driving and you go up the Salt Run area there, you do have the mooring field back there. There's a dinghy dock located at that mooring field. It's at a boat ramp that's back there by the St. Augustine Yacht Club underneath the St. Augustine Lighthouse. You can utilize this dinghy dock and cut out some of your steps and check out some of the shops, stores, and restaurants and attractions that are south of the city. This includes the amphitheater that we talked about earlier that has a really great farmers markets on Saturdays, but this Saturday they're not having it due to the graduation. But you also have the surf station, surf shop up there. It's a full service surf shop. You can go up there and get your surfboards, stand-up paddle boards, all of your water accessories and needs, as well as your beach apparel. Go up there and see Tori at the surf station. Tell him you heard about him on the Cruisers Network. They'll take good care of you. Also up there, you have access to, there's lots of stores and attractions. You have the alligator farm, you have a mini golf course, you have a chocolate factory, and a skating rink, as well as lots of stores and restaurants that are on the Anastasia Island. There's also our second of our big three marinas located up Salt Run. This is a local favorite marina. This is called the Conch House Marina. Conch House Marina is a full-service marina. They offer transient dockage, fuel sales, diesel sales, as well as pump-out services. Best part about the Conch House Marina is the feeling you get when you go there. It truly is a Jimmy Buffett lifestyle when you step on the dock at the Conch House. They have a very popular tiki bar that's on their dock, as well as a great waterfront restaurant, and that's who's provided us our Mother's Day prize for our what is it? For our trivia question this morning. Sorry about that. I had a little break.
Doing the same thing I did.
But the Concast Marina is a great marina. It has a cool feeling to it. It's all laid back. Their restaurant overlooks Salt Run. It's outside dining. They have these little tiki huts that are like super cool. And they're going to be really busy on Sunday for Mother's Day. So check out that Ancient City trivia question. You may be able to slide right by the crowns. Now, if you're coming to the St. Augustine, or if you're coming to the Concast Marina, their direct channel that contact them on is channel 69. And I highly recommend calling them before you get to the docks because they are a very, very busy marina. Not just their marina services, but also their very popular restaurant and tiki bar. They got people coming and going from there all the time. I would call them before you approach, let them know your intent, get into the queue, and that way you can make sure you do have adequate assistance when you get to the dock. That's channel 69 for the Concast Marina. Those of you that are in town for a little while, you're looking to get some offshore fish. We got some good weather for offshore fishing. If you're interested in doing some offshore fishing, check out the Concast Marina. They have a huge charter fishing fleet that's over there. The guys can put the fish on the boat. They're very good fishermen. You can check that out. That's the Concast Marina on channel 69 up Salt Run. Back to the inlet. When we're coming in the inlet, there's nothing like it. You got the fort right ahead of you. You got the bayfront there. This is what it's all about. You got that mooring field just behind in front of the bayfront there, and the anchorage right behind the fort. It was just a magical area. This is what it's all about, folks. This is what St. Augustine's all about right there. And you have our crown jewel of St. Augustine right smack dab in the middle of St. Augustine. It's one of the most recognizable structures on the East Coast. It's a very popular bridge, very busy bridge. It is our very own Bridge of Lions. The Bridge of Lions sponsors channel 09, channel 16, and they open on a schedule. The schedule is on the hour and on the half hour. Remember, we do get very strong currents in and around the city of St. Augustine, especially downtown around the bridges. And a lot of times people they're not aware of it. They'll ride that flood tide in from the inlet, and when they get to the bridge, they have to stand by for 10 minutes for the next scheduled opening. That's when you realize you got a 4-knot current on your stern. So make sure you're aware of those currents in and around the St. Augustine area and plan accordingly. That mooring field is just north of the bridge there. That's the San Marco mooring field. And we have another mooring field that's south of the bridge, or Leave It to Beaver neighborhood down there, a little extra room, a little larger mooring field. That's the Menendez mooring field. Both of these mooring fields are serviced and maintained by the city of St. Augustine. These are our St. Augustine mooring fields. And the St. Augustine Municipal Marina, which is the third of our big three marinas, is located just west and just south of the Bridge of Lions. It's that large marina right there at the doorstep to the city. This is the St. Augustine Municipal Marina. This is a full-service marina. This is a very big, very busy marina. They offer fuel sales, diesel sales, transient dockage, pump-out services, both dockside and mobile. They are home to a lot of our charter fleets and just different commercial boats here in St. Augustine, services, tour boats and stuff. So when you're boating around the city marina, the St. Augustine Municipal Marina, use caution and make sure you contact them on their direct channel. Their direct channel is channel 71. 71 is the channel they monitor at the Municipal Marina. The Municipal Marina offers a great service to the mooring fields, the two downtown mooring fields. This is a shuttle service that starts every day at 10 in the morning and it runs till 6 in the evening, and this runs every 2 hours. This is a great service that the city provides to our two downtown mooring fields. They also provide a mobile pump out service They'll come to your boats in the mooring fields, the downtown mooring fields and anchorages every day of the week. They like to do it early in the mornings. So if you want to schedule it, I would schedule it very early in the morning, or I would schedule it the day before for the following morning. And then if you're in Salt Run or you're in the Volano Beach anchorages, they go out there on Wednesdays. So you can contact the marina on channel 71 for more information about the shuttle service available, as well as the mobile pump out service. Those of you staying in St. Augustine that are not in the mooring fields and you'd like to utilize the dinghy dock at the St. Augustine Municipal Marina, you can purchase a St. Augustine Municipal Marina daily dinghy pass. This does give you access to the dinghy dock, which is the doorstep to the city, as well as the showers, lounge, and laundry facilities at the marina. Please remember that the St. Augustine Municipal Marina is a very, very busy marina. This is the city's marina. They're constantly moving. There's boats moving in and around there at all times. If you're going to come to the marina to request services, I would highly recommend calling them on their channel, channel 71. Make your request, get in the queue. That way you can make sure that you have adequate assistance when you get to the dock. Because remember, we do get those strong currents in and around the city of St. Augustine, especially downtown. The mooring field just south of the city, the Menendez mooring field, I call this our Leave It to Beaver neighborhood. It's a little further from the inlet, so a little more protected from the conditions. Just want to let you know there is some shoaling that's between the Menendez field and the Intercoastal Waterway. It's very well marked on your chart. It's very well marked by channel markers. But if you're departing or arriving to the Menendez mooring field, do your homework before you do that, before you arrive or depart. It's marked very well, so it's easy to see. And we don't really have a lot of problems with it, but I just want to make you aware of it. South of the city, you'll see a fixed bridge here. Just before the fixed bridge on the northwest side, you'll see a set of channel markers. This is the entrance to the San Sebastian River. The San Sebastian River is a little river that runs up the back spine of downtown St. Augustine, and it has lots of stores, shops, restaurants, and full-service boat yards up the San Sebastian River. Please be courteous with your boat wakes in and around the city of St. Augustine. This does include the San Sebastian River. It is home to a lot of our liveaboards that have made St. Augustine their home, and that river is kind of narrow, so the wakes, they don't have time to dissipate. So please be courteous with your wakes up the San Sebastian River, as well as all around the St. Augustine area. You are responsible for your wake. And those of you that don't know, there's about a half a dozen live cameras that look at the downtown St. Augustine area on the water. So if you go through there and you wake through there, people will be able to find the name of your boat. So please be careful, use caution, and be courteous. Up that San Sebastian River, there's a marina up there called the Cat's Paw Marina. It's a great marina. They have a little restaurant there that's a local favorite. We just did a cruisers night out there. It's called the Grouper Shack. They have a daily dock that you can utilize that dock to go to the Grouper Shack, as well as explore west of the city of St. Augustine. Some of these restaurant stores and establishments include Home Depot, Target, West Marine, Pet Supermarket, as well as lots of shops, stores, and attractions that are up west, just west of the city of St. Augustine. Hopefully some of this marine information is helpful to you as you're cruising and staying in the St. Augustine area. Just remember to be courteous with your wakes and to use caution when boating around the area. We do get that strong current. And then no matter which marina you're going to here in the area, I highly recommend calling them on their direct channel and letting them know your intentions and get in the queue. Make sure you have good assistance when you get to the dock. That's going to wrap up our local information portion of this morning's broadcast. We're going to take a quick break, catch my breath, come back, have our daily blessing, and close the show. Please stand by. 56.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I'm actually less because I started late. Welcome back, boaters and cruisers in the St. Augustine area. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing morning this morning in St. Augustine, Florida, our nation's oldest city. My name is Brian Bliss. I'm with Kelly this morning, broadcasting for the St. Augustine Cruisers Network. We're coming to you live from the motor vessel Ovation at Comanche Cove Marina this morning. Special thanks to Admiral Yacht Sales for providing this boat. Thank you so much, Mark. But it's going to be a beautiful day today here in St. Augustine, so get out there and enjoy this wonderful town. Remember, the entire city is a museum. And the greatest thing about St. Augustine is if you don't want to do anything, it's a great city to just sit back, enjoy a good book, or just watch a day go by. We are going to have a pretty hot day today, so make sure you're prepared for that heat. We're going to have highs in the 90s, and we are going to have increasing chances of thunderstorms and rain this weekend. Remember to check out that St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. It's a great source of information for our boating community, as well as check out our local events coming up. We have next Thursday our event at the Blue Parrot. We'd love to see you there. Now, if you'd like to join our broadcast family, whether to do a broadcast from your boat, we encourage it. You can reach out to myself or any one of the volunteers, and we can help you out and get you going. If talking on the radio is not your thing, you'd like to host an event, you can contact us through the St. Augustine Cruisers Network, and we'll come to your boat and do the broadcast live from your boat and share the message for our St. Augustine boaters from your boat. Anchor Eats usually brings donuts and coffee. And also remember, if you missed any portion of this morning's broadcast or catch up with any of our old broadcasts, previous broadcasts, you can check out the Anchor Eats YouTube channel. That's the Anchor Eats Boating Bliss YouTube channel for any of our past broadcasts. But right now, I'd like to have today's daily blessing. So please stand by for today's blessing. May the seas lie smooth before you. May a gentle breeze forever fill your sails. May sunshine warm your face and kindness warm your soul. And until we meet again, may God bless you and keep you safe. Remember to be kind and live proper. And make amazing memories while you're here in the St. Augustine area. And remember this: others dream of the lives that we live. We are all truly blessed. Whether you're a sailboater, powerboater, kayaker, fisherman, pirate, working in the marinas, water tour captain, no matter what you are, we are all stewards of the sea. We are all truly blessed. Our next broadcast will be this Saturday at 9 a.m. on channel 72. Tune in and check us out. I'd like to thank everybody for listening in this morning. I'd like to thank Anchor Eats and Admiral Yacht Sales for sponsoring today's broadcast, and also for the Conch House Marina for providing that wonderful gift for our Ancient City Trivia questions. So check that out. check out that website or check out that Facebook page, St. Augustine Cruisers Network Facebook page. We will post the ancient city trivia question this afternoon. Well, thanks for living, or thanks for listening.
proper.
Thanks for living proper. Thanks for living proper. Thanks for listening. Oh, hopefully everybody has a wonderful day. On behalf of myself and Kelly, Kelly says bye.
Bye.
Oh, have a wonderful day. We're clear. Going back to 1-6. We'll talk to you again Saturday.